Here it is, guys, the new GT3 RS in the flesh, the car everyone has been talking about during Monterey Car Week and before. It's got a 4-liter flat 6, naturally aspirated, making 518 horsepower, and screams to its 9,000 RPM red line. It's lighter too, thanks to carbon fiber reinforced plastic. It only weighs 3,200 pounds and can shoot from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat. They're also offering a Club Sport package. It's a free option that includes a roll case, harness, fire extinguisher, but the aerodynamics are what this car is all about. Apparently, they redesigned the front double wishbone suspension to look like teardrops, which added 88 pounds of downforce to the front of the car. And speaking of which, look at this rear wing, which produces more than twice the downforce of the previous car, 1,900 pounds of it at 177 miles an hour. I love the design of this rear wing. And it even has a dedicated DRS button inside the car, drag reduction system derived from Formula One, so it can be slipperier at high speeds. Like the Porsche race cars, they went with a single radiator design in the front, and it's actually got an S-duct, kind of like the Ferrari Pista, where air enters in down here for cooling and then exits out on both sides of the hood. And then how cool are the little fins on the roof?
Well, this car means a lot to me. It's the 50th birthday of its grandpa, the RS 2.7. It was 50 years ago that we showed it to the public for the first time.
Here we go, new GT3 RS.
Ta-da!
I mean, you made reference to heritage. I think this color speaks so much to the 2.7 RS, the 50th anniversary, and really, I mean, the flagship of our start.
This is an innocent looking car. On the other side, it's very radical, and but it has still this OEM high quality aesthetics. It's the utmost we could do to bring the best performance to this engine, to this GT3 variant. It has active aerodynamics. It has aerodynamic values like a GT3 race car, like the cars you have been driving, at full speed, at about 290 kilometers per hour on the Döttinger Straight. That's the biggest straight we have on a racetrack in Germany. There's 860 kilos of downforce on the car. That's 2 horses sitting on the roof, if you compare that. And we have a mono radiator concept like in the GT3 R race car. That means we have one single radiator in the front, optimized aerodynamics, and we have the fire-breathing 9,000 RPM GT3 engine, which is revised for this thing. It has different cylinder heads, it has hotter cams, it has more power at higher RPMs, and the suspension is completely new. It is featuring double wishbone front axle. It is featuring foiled-like, wing-like wishbones and control arms, so producing additional downforce. And that was a talk of the town, the wing. It's the father of all wings with a wonderful 911 attached to it. But we needed to produce these downforce figures, and and we think it's time. It's not the exact time now to be able to communicate lap times in the car, but you can expect lap times that are really, really very, very impressive.
Andy, tell us one part of this car that's your favorite.
It's very difficult because there's so many things we changed in that car in comparison to the predecessor. I think the aerodynamics definitely stand out. It's purpose-built for performance. The jump in performance, aerodynamically wise, the values like 860 kilos or 400 kilos at 200 km/h is really, really, really impressive. And the way this aerodynamic feels when you drive the car, it gives you so much confidence. It makes the car so easy to drive in the super high speed corners. I mean, we can be almost as quick, or in some conditions quicker, as a cup car on slicks in high speed corners with a street legal car. Just go figure. I mean, this is really an achievement which we're very proud of, because we transferred motorsport technology directly into a street legal car like we never did before.
Everybody wants to know when, what is coming, how can I get one? I assume you're going to tell us we need a little bit more time, but I can't wait.
That's an excellent question. Now we have the attention of everyone here. It's going to be in spring next year. We will see the car. So this is actually the first one you see, not on a press conference, but in real life. We're super proud to have it here in Monterey. First time out there. It was very important for us to have it here, also for you, for the American customer. We will see them on the roads at the dealerships in spring next year. And yes, the wait times are probably going to be long, so we apologize for that. But you know, with those special cars, it happens.
In just a few minutes, we're gonna get to see under the wraps of this insane new car from McLaren. Whoa. Wow. Damn. Wow. Oh my God.
Well, okay, take a look at that, everybody. Certainly unlike anything else. And I've got to say, it's maybe been the best kept secret coming into Pebble Beach Week, Monterey Car Week. No one really knew this was happening, Michael. As a driver, and I'm sure everyone looking at it, will it drive like a Formula One car?
Almost, let me say. I said the performance will be in almost the Formula One region. But what is very special is really the seating position. And if you drive this car, you are so connected with the car. The car engages you, the sound of the car, and this central position of the car, of the driver, is really particular. And it's a challenging car, but also a car which rewards you as a driver.
You mentioned some statistics earlier. Everyone, especially young people, want to know how fast it'll go. How fast will it go?
Very fast. So we are still testing the car, and I think the main thing is not high speed. The main thing is how quick you can go in curves, in turns, and the G-forces will be really, really impressive on this car.
So, I mean, last question would be, when you take, with all McLaren's engineering sort of brilliance and racing know-how, but when you turn something that really could be created without any restrictions, right, in a video game, what were the challenges turning it into an actual physical race car?
So safety is an issue because the customer has to be, or the driver has to be safe in this car. To integrate a powertrain which is so, from an age point of view, so important and so challenging. So a lot of things to make this car really happen.
Yeah. And finally, what's it like for you, just on a personal level? You've been leading this design team. I know it's a huge team of people to make these cars. So what's it like for you standing here at Quail, seeing everyone finally see it?
Very exciting, a very special moment. But I am thinking already on the next moment when we give this car to our customers and they go on a track and they try and test the car. They get out of the car and they smile like kids. That's the most exciting moment for somebody who's responsible for a car like this.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got to say, probably on behalf of every one of us here, I'm pretty envious of the 25 lucky, very fortunate customers that will get to drive these cars, customize them in so many ways, and get to drive them.
So we just saw the latest reveal from McLaren, and I'm gonna be honest, that was not at all what I was expecting, but it was way better than I was expecting. Unfortunately, you can't drive it on the road, and also, unfortunately, it is sold out. Only 25 cars being made, but I did not anticipate McLaren putting a V10 into a Gran Turismo concept car and actually selling it. It's got to be the best sounding McLaren they've ever made, and for the lucky few who get to experience apparently the highest power to weight ratio McLaren ever, that's gonna be crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.